with this the new setup to get going. Let's see here. Maybe we should get, oh, there, that'll help. Maybe we should get, oh, there, that'll help. I'll blind everybody, but that's okay. So I still figure out the particulars of the phone setup here. Okay, I think I've got it. How's everybody doing today? All right, that's not too bad. Yeah, I gotta get. I mean, that's still a whole lot of time just spent on a live stream, in my opinion. It's a lot more than I would do these days. Although I've certainly done it before. It's funny because I was doing that like this time last year, where I would stay on a live stream for like 45 minutes, hour and a half, something like that. And it's like this time last year, I was making videos and, you know, doing live streams and all that shit. I don't think I was doing 2 live streams a week, so that was one thing. But, you know, it's like, where the fuck did I find the time for that? Hey, okay. Hey, you feeling okay? Okay? There we go. Thank you. I'd be worried for a second there. Oh, that was what the booping was. Okay. Hey, Afro, how you doing? So this is the laundry assisting stream. I'm okay. I'm okay with that. That's not the worst thing. Just the flashing. That is interesting. Like, what does everybody do when they're doing this anyway? I assume you're not just like, like hanging on every motion of the pen here or anything. So Brain's got to eat. OK's doing laundry. John's probably drawn or thinking about how to show us up next. That's a coincidence because I'm all out of ass. I gotta say, without the setup, like the audio setup for I'm here to kick ass and chew bubblegum, that sentence doesn't hit quite the same. Yeah, maybe. I think there's probably because I have a tendency to just act like, you guys are talking, so I just respond right away without like necessarily calling out what people are saying, like making it clear what I'm responding to. Which is probably not a great way to go, really, for out of context, for because like eventually I'm gonna get canceled, right? This is all like prime material. Oh, that's true. That is kind of the rubric these days, isn't it? Can't get canceled if nobody knows who you are. Well done. Well done. You should put that on the cover of Blood Force #1 in the poly bag. In a big, like, splat like a lightning bolt kind of word balloon is like pre-canceled for your convenience. Actually, we should not do that because that would just immediately make it a political thing. Okay, so we'll just leave that as a nice line in the live stream. There you go. Yeah, absolutely. Well, I mean, you came up with it. You get dibs regardless. So. Yeah, that's kind of the point. A little bit of Shaft, a little bit of Spartan. This is him again here. It's hard to tell, I know, without the hair. Easy, okay. Come on. But yeah, no, if you're not familiar, this is a kind of a parody comic, satirical anyway. Yeah, we got to do talkie pages every once in a while. The writer insists on it. Fucking guy. This is why you don't hire writers. Like, this could have been somebody punching something. Or, you know, at least like doing like jumping jacks and guys flying away like in a Liefeld comic. Well, yeah, I mean, me too, but you know. That was that particular joke. See, this is why I'm pretty sure this comic will have some difficulty, because like half the jokes are just for me. Yeah, no, but I mean, you know, I don't always check to see if anyone else will get them. You know, so it's like this could end up being just a joke that I think is funny and absolutely nobody else does. You know, whatever joke I'm working on at the time. And, you know, if nobody says anything in the editing process, like, you know, hey, that's funny, or hey, what the fuck are you talking about here? Then I'm not going to know one way or the other. I'm just going to assume it landed. Yeah, no, I mean, I run it by my brother. That's the editing process. Yeah, I know. Way too corporate for brain. Hey, Chuck, how's it going, buddy? Man, do you think they might have done some decent comics if they'd actually edited something? Seems possible, right? Sure, but for completely different motivations. The hippies in the 60s were not out to get the suits' money. Like to make the same kind of money as the suits. That is what the image guys were after. It's funny because I think I said in the chat how I just finished doing the video for X-Men #5, which here. Did I put it away already? I don't think I did. Still in the scanner. So that one there, just did the revisit for that one, and it's so bad, like it's unreadable in terms of the story. There's some okay art in it though, and it seems an awful. And it's also like a few months before Image really gets going, so it seems like Jim Lee just banking double page splashes and like hero shots that he can sell in case this new Image endeavor doesn't work out. No, not really. There really wasn't a story in that one. There was a bunch of pages that John Byrne tried to turn into a narrative, kind of unsuccessfully. Yeah, because he's also getting his buddies to help out on that one too. Like, it's pretty clear that there's some pages that are being done as just breakdowns. It's probably really loud, isn't it? Let's turn that in a little bit. I went back and realized that the Flash Gordon video was holy shit loud. Don't always notice. I mean, there's no way for me to know that, right? Unless somebody's like checking. Like that's just blasting and I'm yelling over it and and you just get flash constantly. Oh, and I watched that again with my son like the next night because he came over. And like I didn't really watch it very much the first time. I was mostly drawing and listening and just looking over every once in a while going, what the fuck is even happening? Oh, what, an X-Men #5? I don't think I agree. But I don't know, like no, X-Men #5 is like incomprehensible as far as I could tell. The topic from the Spider-Man stuff is extremely bad, but it's also pretty simple in terms of concept most of the time. It's just like poorly executed. But yeah, I was watching. When my son came over the next day, so we watched Flash Gordon because he'd never seen it. I'd never seen it except for on the stream. Friday, next Friday. Not this coming Friday, right? No, the following Friday. Shit, it's gonna be a little while before the X-Men one hits, I guess. Trying to get caught up, and I think I'm finally starting to get there. Maybe I'll switch it around so it's on the Monday. He thought the name was funny. Like, my son's 22 and engaged, so you know, it's not like, you know, he's like, what's this feeling I'm having, Dad? But yeah, no, he was pretty all in on the movie. He's like, holy God, this is amazing. Yeah, I know. I was a little bit like, you know, I'm not sure what he's going to think of this because he's, you know, he is like 22 is still pretty young. Yeah, see, that's the thing. It would be nice if, like, you know, if I'd have been able to see it when I was young, or if I'd been shown to him. But yeah, absolutely normal. But like it is sometimes a toss up whether that's going to work out if I show him an older movie, because like there's some parts where he almost can't watch it because the effects are outdated. You know, like 22 is still pretty young. You know that he was born in '02, so CG has always been a factor in his life. But no, he was on board with this one. He was gonna go home and like, you know, and he was originally gonna go home. I think maybe a half an hour before the movie ended, and he's like, I got to stick around and see how this shit turns out. Critical thinking, life changing mumbo jumbo. Okie dokie. He did. He is saving every Flash is saving every one of us one at a time, right? Oh God, I don't think I can sit through. Yeah, no, I mean if we're talking about effects, I don't think I can get him to sit through it. Original Star Trek. I have difficulty with it myself. I assume he's talking about the show. Walking with dinosaurs. What the fuck is that? That sounds familiar. We were more floored by like, I don't know, watching Flash is like you see all the tiny little models. Oh, really? Okay. But we were looking at all the tiny little models and like this is like a year before Empire. This is after the first Star, and like you know, you think about just how good the models in Star Wars looked. It's like holy shit, did they have some fucking wizards on that team? Yeah, I figured you're talking about the show. Like, in terms of effects, the first movie is kind of an effects extravaganza, isn't it? I don't think I've ever actually watched the whole thing. I've seen bits here and there. I don't know that it is really. A New Hope? I still watch those, go back and watch those every once in a while. Like there's parts where it slows down, but for the most part, it goes on at a pretty brisk clip. Yeah, and I mean some of the effects don't hold up so much. Mostly, I think the lightsaber stuff. But all the laser stuff looks great. The model stuff is incredible. Like it still absolutely holds up, I think. The explosions are a little bit, obviously that's a small explosion that you've made to look big, but yeah, the matte paintings are great. Like, yeah, no, as an effects movie, it's still actually quite impressive. Which in itself is incredibly impressive because like how many 70s movies can say that? But like, you show A New Hope to kids these days, like little kids, I think they're going to be on board. Because that movie fucking like just gets rolling and doesn't really stop. There's a few movies like that from back in the day. Aliens is like that too, where it kind of starts slow and then once it gets moving, like once it gets momentum, there's just no stopping that fucking thing until it's done. Mm-hmm. These forearms aren't working out for me, I feel like. And it's funny because, like, okay, sure, yeah. But it's funny because, like, a lot of movies, you watch them and, like, the pacing just gets slow and you're like, yeah, that's 80s movies, that's 70s movies, that's how it goes. And then you watch something like Aliens or Star Wars and it's like, oh, well, no, not always it isn't. It's just maybe they were more accepting of that back in the 70s and 80s. Man, I got really sloppy at the end of the last page, last stream, didn't I? Let's darken these up a little bit, actually. Just a little bit. Hey, Bruce, thanks, man. Just thinking, I've got to like fix a whole bunch of stuff on this, I think, but doesn't help that I keep having to trying to keep the page locked down and not turning it. I'm gonna have to remember just to not do that. Just with the new angle, you know, it seems like it's less okay to turn it. But it's like, you know what, if I'm turning my hand, it's not working any better, like for the page, so. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. I'm trying to. I don't think it's a good idea, though. I think I'm gonna have to not do that because it's making for worse pages. You know, I'm thinking of like how it's gonna look sped up, but the problem is if the finished page doesn't look as good, that doesn't help me out in any way. You know, I don't like it when it gets all twirly and shit in the sped up version, but sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do, right? Yeah, exactly. Which is kind of the thing I've got to keep reminding myself either way. Sure. All right, let's get this one done. Yep, shit. Not the pencil sharpener. fuck's sake. Is the thing, now that I've found the pencil sharpener, I'm going to be dropping it all the time, I think. My son is not huge on comics specifically. He likes manga, some manga. Really, he likes anime more. I think he was reading like Death Note and shit when he was in school, but I don't think he likes it enough to like look for it. He likes that I'm drawing, for sure. And I still try to get him into comics a little bit here and there, but for the most part, I think I've given up. I don't think I did it very well when he was a kid, because I'd leave comics lying around, but the problem is they'd be comics that I'd like to read, which would, which might be like, yeah, there might be like an X-Men issue or two, but it'd also be like something by Garth Ennis or Warren Ellis. That was probably horribly inappropriate. Which, I mean, when I was like 10 or whatever, if I'd found, I would have been all in on, but him not so much. And let's do a little bit of... where's my ruler gone to? Yeah, no, I mean, like, that's more like what I say. I don't think my son would ever say that he was into comics, really. I might say that he is, and then think about it for a second, and go, well, no, he really just liked watching the cartoons. Let's see here. But yeah, I'd say all of my kids are pretty much the same in that they, they're not big on comics themselves, but they like that I'm drawing, because there was a long period where I was, into drawing. I just didn't do it. Well, not into drawing, into comics. I just didn't do it. I just didn't draw. is all this? Excuse me. Thank you. Appreciate it. Just on live streams, man. Let's go to that. All right, that's interesting. I occasionally just pick up a mix or something, but like I don't actually actively search out anything. It's more I'm getting bored with the mix I'm playing on my live streams. What are next, you know? Yeah, and I mean like that's I mean there's some people who wouldn't be behind it. And for them it's not as cool as somebody actually, writing the songs obviously, but some people come up with some cool shit. I guess I should do the outline for the panel first. All right. Yeah, that does sound like your playlist. Sure. Yeah, no, I'd make more of them, to be honest. Except I'm not very good at coming up with lyrics. I get too hung up on trying to make everything, I don't know. Is this a good enough lyric, you know, instead of just like making the song. It's like, that's not how pop bands work. Okay. Are you out of here? Yeah, you're out of here. Okay. They do, but they're not very well considered. All right, that sounds okay. How long have we been going so far? Almost an hour. Hey, Brain's still here. No, so I'm gonna get both you guys taken off soon, eh? Nobody's gonna talk after that. Unless Monty shows up. Oh, hey, Mark. How's it going? That'll do. Filling in. Appreciate it. Not sure about these eyes. Well, I mean, these days when Raven does show up, he does usually stick in the background and just kind of draw, but that's all right too. I don't know if I have anything that would work for that. Yes, personal, very much. Yeah. In the end, that was forced a little bit. What would be a good Halloween themed comic to review? I mean, something horror-y, I guess, but I don't know what, like, I don't even know what I'd do there. No, if I recall correctly, it's if you mention greats 3 times. The Long Halloween. I mean, I have the trade. I could look at the trade. I wouldn't want to look at, you know, like go issue by, just do the first issue or spend a lot of time issue by issue. Those don't look quite aligned, but You know, this kind of looks like his like Liefeld when he's trying to go for his more photorealistic style. Hellshock. I mean, I did number 1. I have 3 and 4, but I don't know if that's worth going on over, really. I did 1 and 2, really. But. Oh, yeah. That's a good idea. Now, let's see if that works. Can I see it? I cannot. I don't have a light board. So, a light box. So, not too useful in this case. Actually, the thing that helps me is if it is if I can see it on the screen. Like, it looks okay there, I think. Oh, okay. Well, I can't use my phone because that's what I'm filming with. Now, let's see. Okay, nobody gets to see this for a minute. I think it looks all right for the most part. Yeah. No, that's definitely the case. It's funny because, like, I mean, for one thing, Hellshock somehow became one of my, like, biggest videos. It's like number 5 or something. And one of the first comments I got on it was like, "Oh yeah, nice. Like, you really showed that guy who was just trying to make, you know, that kid who was trying to make that comic." And it's like, dude, nuh-uh. It's like, yeah, he was young, but he was also an established industry professional at that point. Hey, Seth, thanks, man. And hey, Mike, I didn't say hi yet. It can be, but you know, the funny thing about comics is that there are writers out there that you can hire. Or, you know, you can split royalties on, which would have been a shit ton of money. I think some people would have gone for it in '94. But you get the feeling that Todd had maybe brains upset. Imagine that. You get the feeling Todd had kind of inundated these guys against splitting profits. Indoctrinated. There's a word. And occasionally readable comics. Not always, but sometimes. Oh yeah, I can't have that. I think this guy monkey lip, aren't I? Let's see if we can tail it at all. Yeah, kinda. What, like in the wild? Crazy. You have to approach them carefully in case you spook them. They're very fragile writers. That's about right. Yeah, I remember seeing a guy who was, I mean, he wasn't a writer, he was an artist. Probably capital A. We were sitting in a pub when I don't think I was like 20 or 21. And he was just sketching in a pub, at like 9, 10 o'clock when it was pretty full. And, so every once in a while somebody would come up and be like, oh, what are you drawing? And he'd like scoff. And if I recall correctly, we waited until he went to the bathroom and he left his book on the table. I went and hid it under his chair. And he came back and was like at a complete loss. It's like, oh fuck, it's gone. And he just kind of sat and stared at the spot there for a little while, and then went, I think, to go and complain to the bar, and like I lost my shit, and then realized where it was, and realized that somebody had placed it there to fuck with him, because we were kind of dicks. And he had been sipping all night before that, and he kind of switched to the hard stuff after that. I think about that now. I'm like, man, I would never do that shit. Hey, he was gonna get there eventually anyway. He was like I said, capital A artist. I don't think so. I have no idea who it was. I still vaguely remember what he looks like, but or looked like. Again, like 25 years ago. So yeah, if there's any like, guys with trauma from like 25 years ago from having their books stolen that drove them to alcoholism, it's a completely different guy. It wasn't you. Oh yeah. Well, I mean, I think there's a few guys like that in the industry who like, will use cons as an excuse to go and get absolutely hammered. Or just, use anything as an excuse to go and get absolutely hammered. Total coincidence. Certainly didn't have anything to do with me. In fact, I don't think any of that really happened. I think that was all just a hypothetical scenario that I just came up with. Larry Niven. I'm not familiar with the name Larry Niven. Nope, not. I don't know that one either. You're more up on who the drunkard creators are than I am. Oh, okay. Well, okay. I don't feel bad about that. Okay, so Larry Niven, I feel like I maybe do know then, because that does sound familiar. See, I don't know it myself, but Afro seems to. That is a worried Hawkstab. So, in case you're wondering what the fuck is even going on here, Hawkstab has just realized that General Rancor was in this room at the beginning of the fight and is probably still in here somewhere, buried under the rubble. Okay, so maybe I should read Ringworld one day. Hey, good for him. Do I need this? Let's do a thick one. No. I mean, when guys like that make it to 86, can't say much except, hey, good for you. Well, I mean, you know, like all of them would do it, would they not? And then take a shit ton of acid, yeah. Thanks, Zephyr. I appreciate it. I do. I like how they turned out too. This whole page is, this whole panel rather, has been kind of like, this might work out. Yeah, it might work out. And then it's like, I think it kind of worked out. Still needs a bit more hatching here and there. I need to get rid of the penciling underneath is the problem, because there's so much scribbling. I can't tell now what has been inked and what hasn't. Oh, I don't think I put a... Yeah, I didn't put a holding line there for his nose, so that's a little weird looking now. That 03 go. There you are. I mean, erasing a line that I thought I inked isn't the worst thing, because then I can just re-ink it. It's more when you erase stuff and you go, yeah, just a little bit overboard. It's more you erase stuff and like you thought it looked good, and then you realize you over-inked something. It's like shit, which I do occasionally, not as often at least, but. A Philip fan? Oh, somebody was talking about Philip K. Dick. Okay, I'm up to date now. All right. All right. Wasn't aware. Doesn't exactly shock me. I'd say like any sci-fi guy who has a theme would not shock me if he had a breakdown towards the end. Particularly a guy like Philip K. Dick, who liked to write a lot about like weird identity shit. Okay, I think that's probably good enough. Okay, and let's get this one here now. Okay. Sounds like you're pretty big on dick there, okay? Sorry, somebody had to say it. And I've watched a lot of Letterkenny, so I'm kind of primed. They do that joke fairly often. But we could say you're curious about dick in the meantime, right? You know what? Let's here do it a little. That looks a little better. No, that's true. You can't just rush into dick. You got to take your time, ease it in slow. I think it's a good time for like a sideways yell. Maybe too much. Look, he's got kind of an elongated jaw that way. All right. And that definitely sounds like a Philip K. Dick title at least. Sorry, man. We're all just making puns on the name, and Afro's here. It's like I've actually read Philip K. Dick. It's like, oh shit. Well, it puts you up on me anyway. True enough. Let's do it more like that. I gotta assume guys with names like that just kind of know. I assume Dick was still a pejorative for that back in the day. I'm not for sure, actually, thinking about it. Maybe not. I got it, yeah. Yeah, the stupid little phone keyboards, yeah. Although it's always nice to know it's not just me. Like, I didn't just pick the wrong phone somehow. Okay. I don't think I've heard of that one. Dude, stay on a beat. Let's sort these eyes out. Are they going to be tiny? They might be tiny. Okay. Gotta love 60s sci-fi, you know, or 70s. Where they're all like, yeah, no, everything is totalitarian and you have to take drugs. Okay, that does sound pretty cool. Oh, have to fix that. Oh well. Okay. That does sound kind of fucking wild. Oh, okay. So it's not like everybody sees it different. There's like different variations that different groups see. Interesting. All right. I mean, sounds interesting. Oh, okay. Yeah, see, like now we're getting to the point where I'm just like every sentence is just like, all right, all right, now what? You know, like, spoiler alert for a like what is it, like a 60-year-old book that I've never heard of until now. Thank you, appreciate it. Let's park it right around here. Hey, I guess that's a bit of a spoiler. All right. I gotta say, Philip K. Dick's short stories sound pretty sick. Yeah, it's the 60s. It's more about the ideals, you know. Where should that go on? Run there? Yeah. Are you actually out of here now, Brain? Like you said, you were sticking around for an hour and a half or something. No, it is 11 by 17. I think it's might be slightly tilted, but yeah. I believe you. Absolutely. What's that? They read a lot of dick? Yeah, no, for sure, man. Let us know how that went. Hi, Carolina. How's it going? Oops, shoot. I need that. I think it's roughly. All right. That's roughly knee shaped. Actually, I think I put this calf way too high. Should be like down here, maybe. There? Yeah, somewhere around there. Something up, Carolina? Battlestone's hair, which I guess He's had a couple of dues, but there was the multiple braids, of course. I don't know if that really works, actually, with the lowered calf, but hell with it. Why not now? Hey, Chino. I gotta think eventually I'll publish it, yes. Like, that's probably gonna happen, right? It's only been 2 years. Worst 90s hair in comics. Oh. Well, I mean, having just done the Omega Red thing, his was not good. Gideon's also pretty bad. The bald plus the ponytail. Shatterstar. Light Ray. Okay. Sounds like a DC character. I'm not sure if I'm getting the 90s look here. It looks kind of like a standard Liefeld character, really, with the kind of poofy, you know, orange hair. No, because Shatterstar had a ponytail and the 2 braids, like the Battlestone braids. I think that might be the worst. It kind of combined everything bad about those hairstyles. Did they look better in comics? I feel like they never looked good. They were just a little easier to draw than like straight long hair. And he didn't want to give guys short hair because that was uncool. God forbid your comic be uncool. Give that guy a mullet. Oh. I was not a fan of the super mullet. I still love the bit in Hitman where like they're trying to get a petition going to get Superman to get a goddamn haircut. All right. Who was the guy who did JLA? I don't remember his name now. I feel like he did about as well with it as you could expect, really. Howard Porter? I think that might be it. The not Gambit Shaft? he's got the Gambit head sock. Yeah, I think it was Howard Porter. I mean, oh, there was Night Strike. I think that's probably the guy you're thinking of. Although he was Australian, not Cajun, which was more extreme, I'm sure. Night Saber? Is Night Strike a different guy? I don't remember anymore. Oh, there's Operation Night Strike. That's what I always confuse those. Because Night Strike sounds just as much like a Liefeld character as Night Saber. Yeah. Night Strike was the team with Chapel and what's his name? Al Simmons, I think, wasn't that? In something, anyway. Maybe that was just in Deathmate. Same thing. The stick is the important thing. Maybe I should have Nightstick be able, like have a full-on stick at some point. When he comes back, that can be his upgrade. Okay, see, I don't feel so bad now because, like, Night Strike, you can use a stick, and it still fits, right? Help. Hang on a moment, guys. Can I touch the? That was weird. Oh shit, where'd I put my glasses now? There we go. Like I had somebody knocking on my door. It's like, that never happens. Did you like Judgment Day? There's a question. The story was fine. The art is sometimes hilarious. And that was one I hadn't seen for when it came out, I think. And I think I just kind of picked it up because I hadn't seen Liefeld stuff in a while. This was back when it came out. Maybe I did see one. I'm just contradicting myself all over the place. And I thought it was like the funniest shit I'd ever seen. That was like the first time I'd seen Liefeld stuff in a long time. And went and made like, that was like the first revisit. I went through it and wrote annotations throughout it, if I recall. About how bad it was, like the art, specifically the Liefeld bits. The other stuff, like Stephen Platt and whoever else was working on that thing, that all looked fine. I had no problem with that, obviously. Not when it came out. I have most of the issues now. I did not read Captain America's Rob Liefeld's Captain America at the time. I think I was aware that it was happening, but did not care. And I did do a video on the first one because it's pretty bad in my opinion. And then realized I didn't want to talk about it anymore after that. Like I didn't want to do subsequent issues. And I believe I also did the Fantastic Four #1 by Jim Lee. And I have Will Sportacio's Iron Man. I don't think I want to talk about it, though, because it's boring as balls. You know, the art's fine. It's just not he's not drawing anything interesting. Oh, really? I was never a Liefeld fan at any point. So when he quit Image, like, I don't even know if I was aware of it. I think I was already out of Image by that point. I think I found out about stuff like Rejects or whatever else he was doing like years later. Even Evangeline was like something I didn't find out until a lot later. No, I can't say I did. The only Terry Moore I'm familiar with, even remotely, is Strangers in Paradise. I think I read a couple of issues of that when it first started coming out from. I think it was before Image. Yeah, I don't think that was. I think that was a Maximum thing and not an Image one. But like, I think I had some basic understanding that Supreme had gotten good somehow. You know, Alan Moore's you know, that'll do it sometimes. Was not aware there was ever a Youngblood Volume 2 until recently. And it's more like there's Volume 5 or 6 now. Never heard about Prophet Cable when that came out. Or Youngblood X-Men or any of that. All right, Brain. Come on, man, you can do it. There's an E on the end. There you go. All right. We'll see you next time, man. Here, I can try lowering this a little bit so it's a bit more clear what I'm drawing. It is going to make it a bit more difficult to draw, of course, but that's how it goes. Here, let's turn off the overhead light, too. Shadow on it's a pain in my ass. Get rid of that. No. This is probably legit. Come on. Doesn't look much better, does it? Gladiator Supreme. Like Gladiator from the Shar? All right, okay. Good seeing you, buddy. Enjoy the clarinetting. Sorry, Carolina, we don't do the weeb stuff here. You know, if you want to talk, feel free, but... What did he experiment with? I mean, I know he did War Child. I feel like he just kind of did his same old stuff where he was trying to... you know, like come up with a concept that worked for half a second, and then see if you could get people to, you know, do a half-ass job on them. All right. Well, if you want to hang out here, I mean, we're fairly weird, but I think we're reasonably respectable anyway. You can treat this as a haven if you wish. Yeah, this does not look great. Hang on. Need a bit. Whoop, shit. All right. Now I need to have that overhead light. God damn it, that sucks. All right. Can I? No, it has to be further down, doesn't it? Yeah. Now it's right in my face. Here, let's do that. What about Battlestar? What were we talking about? Was there Battlestar on Maximum Press? He did do some kind of licensing deal, didn't he? All right. Weird. Not something I would think Liefeld would bother with, or even try, because like you gotta try a little bit with when you do licensing like that. Let's see here. There we go. Thanks very much. Appreciate it, Carolina. Oh shoot, I'm gonna have to get the blades in here somewhere, aren't I? Yoink, there's one. Okay, well, at least I remembered now before I start putting in something behind them here. So they should be like theoretically like yep. And like yep. Nah, I don't know if that works. It's a rough pose actually for trying to get in some arm blades. I was gonna say you better start doing some fucking music soon, man. Just tuning to D is not enough to make a song. Theoretically, like that, but maybe a bit more up. I don't think that really works either. Problem solving. Okay. Try this. I think the actual line of the blades would be like blap and blap, blap. Roughly. Maybe even down a little bit. Does that look good though? Or does that look like... Not really. I think that works better actually. Just have them going out like they're feathers. Let's see if we can erase all the ink off of this thing. Just going over it again and again. There, sorry about the blinding. That went a little bit. That would be a little bit better. That was a pebble off the rock here then. That erase. Does that look okay? I think so. It's all right. It's not great, but it's okay. So naturally what you should do then is to fuck with it. Okay, and we got dudes standing in the background here. And this is gonna have to do some actual like actual backgrounds, I think. Okay, let's see here. Who would be so Night Strike theoretically here, Shock Block here, Fireburn here, all looking somewhat confused. Maybe a little bit further back. Space them out a bit more. Get the bunny ears going. There we go. Nope. You know what? That does look a little bit like something else. So we won't do that. All right. Monty, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you. I've been okay, and Brain stuck around for a while, and then they had to take off, and they kind of propel the conversation a lot of the time. Nothing against everybody else, of course, but I know that does kind of put a bit on you, but don't obviously don't feel like it. That should be the case. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. No, no, no. That's End Raven. If you mention greats 3 times or 5 times or whatever it is, whatever brain usually mentions it, whatever amount, then End Raven shows up. Monty just shows up late. That's okay. It'll be clear in the dialogue. He's trying to dig out because Rancor was here at the beginning of the sequence, and we haven't seen him since. So there's a good chance that he's like buried under rubble. And of course, he's the general, so he's a bit of a priority, particularly for Hawkstab, who is a bit of a bootlicker, which goes against trope for these, like the type. But I thought it was funny to have him as a middle manager. Yeah, he did. And we we haven't seen him since he was flying over Hawkstab's head. I'm sure he'll be fine. I'm not planning on killing him for at least 50 issues. Yeah, exactly. Maybe he'll come back with like an eye patch, or or that might be a little bit too on the nose. He's already got the Nick Fury suit. We probably don't want to give him the eye patch as well. Oh, what, up here? Maybe a little bit. Yeah, well, I mean, he's had the bunny ears forever. That's been a bit more of a riff on Dutch than Overkill, I think. Or that was the intention, anyway. I'm gonna need a smaller pen for this. I don't have too many smaller pens. It's a little tiny, I know. Not much you can do about it, That's okay. I mean, a lot of it is based on other work, so that's okay. And I mean, they all do have, for the most part, an origin in some other character. Okay, let's get the O3 out again. Tiny, tiny drawings. That will not reproduce well. I think we need that a bit more fluid. Oh, October 1st, I guess. Yeah, right. Shit. That came up fast. I have done nothing. For the challenge, unfortunately. I would have liked to, but... Hey, man, that's cool. If you want to take some extra time or if you want to post what you got, either way I think works fine. I need to grab like a granola bar or something real quick because I'm getting like super freaking gurgly. Hey, Ange. That's cool. Thanks for stopping by. I'm just grabbing something real quick to eat because I feel like the gurgles could be heard in a moment. But it feels like we should still have like 2 months left on this on the challenge. Actually, you know what? I'm just going to run to the bathroom real quick. I'll be right back. Oh, thanks, Ange. I appreciate it. I got the impression that John was doing at least 20 pages. I don't know about 24, but just realized his shoulder is about the same size as his shoulder, really, but oh well. So nightstick 1 out on the flex off for this particular panel. Yeah, it's just like it's very close to the same size, and they're supposed to be fairly distant. It's like, 25. Ooh. All right. You see what I mean about like John always having to show us up? 48. Who said anything about 48? Why would you do 48? Unless this became like a personal project kind of thing about guys jumping out of helicopters and attacking an installation. It's like, this is my message. This is what I have to give to the world. All right. Yeah, you maybe wrote a bit too much then there, man. I mean, if you're going to draw it, that'd be kind of awesome, but... No. That's why there's editors. Sure. That's always a thing. I think there might also be a danger when going, if you're used to a script format and going to comics, and that you're always doing moment to moment transitions, or like mostly doing moment to moment transitions. So you tend to add more than you actually need. That's cool. Just, make sure you let us know when you have it done. We all want to see it. Doesn't matter if they're good, man. Come on. Or if you think they're good. Put them up. Nah, that's obviously. Okay. I can't back that up. There is that. Pics or it didn't happen. So, I mean, if you don't post pics, then, you drew all that and wrote it for nothing, right? And, it's the guys. We'll be cool. Well, maybe John won't be. Maybe John will, verbally cane you, but the rest of us will be cool. Hey, yeah, absolutely. Love to see that. If you're doing an alt cover. Like you're doing, time-lapse shit? It's always fun. Nobody watches it on my channel, but I know I like seeing that shit. Cool. Yeah, definitely want to see that then. Cool, man. Thanks. I know a few people, maybe 20 or 30 watch them every time. And that's like it, you know. It just feels like a nice alternative to, like, you know, 10-minute speed art or having to watch the whole fucking thing. It says, let's see it get built like real fucking fast. I like that shit too. I don't know. Not a lot of people watch those either, to be honest. We get a few people watching the live streams themselves, which is nice. I appreciate that. But the speed arts and the commentaries, they don't get a ton of views. Some of the commentaries do if the finished drawing is particularly cool, I think, but that's about it. Yeah, hey Leah, thanks very much. Yeah, the revisits are by far the things that get the most views. Which is like a bit of a drag sometimes. Like, man, this is kind of what the point of the channel is, though, you know. Originally, at least. It does feel a bit like the revisits have become the point of the channel. So, but, and then the channel is more for like just kind of redirecting people to. It's like, hey, look, I also do this in addition to this main thing that you're watching for. Hey, Gil, thanks very much. Let's say for tiny faces, these didn't turn out too bad. Shockbox is a little off, but not too bad. Let's see here. Do I want background in here? Nah, let's just do some smoke and then, because there's going to be dialogue right here that's going to kind of cover everything up. I don't know how much I want to. Maybe I'll do some light background in there because I feel like I can't just leave it blank. I mean, I could, but I've done that an awful lot in this particular fight sequence. Let's see here. Get some Gimli smoke in the background here. That always helps. Page often these days takes me 6 to 8 hours. Which is longer than it used to. But most of the time I can get a page done in 2 live streams which is like 1 3.5 hour live stream on Sunday and then 1 2.5 hour live stream on Wednesday. Definitely need to try out the screen door template. Let's see here. Oh, thanks, man. I appreciate that. It's very nice of you. Oh, this is getting super lit up, isn't it? Try to back that off a little bit. Okay, what the hell is with the light? Come on. Like, I am not doing a fucking strobe show in here. Yeah, no kidding, right? I was thinking about it. I think I have an outline I could use. You know, this is okay as it is. I don't even know if I want to mess it up further. I think that should be okay. So that being the case, we could do one for Extremis, which I had started. Let's see here. It's gonna be tough to do actually with the thing right in my face here. I feel like I haven't drawn Max Streamus in forever. I don't think she's been in this issue yet, and she won't be actually. I mean, I've been drawing since I was 5, so I've been drawing this comic since 2 years ago. And this comic is kind of the one where everything came together, so I guess we can go with that. Okay, now so I need to actually look up what colors I'd worked out for this. There we go. Yeah, it works fairly well. And actually have to break out the colors again. Jesus. All right. I'll give it a shot. I've been coloring for about a week now, or 2. So there's that. That one I've been doing for a very short period of time. Yeah, well, I mean, I got like the curve of the ass. I feel like that's about as close as I can get, really. Depends how Liefeld you want to get with it. I believe you're supposed to ink after the fact. Otherwise you're gonna smear it. So let's try and do that. This could be a total fucking shit show that I excised from the live stream. So this may only happen the one time. Like, you may only see this the one time. Let's see. Okay, I think we're going purple with the outfit. Let's see. What's a dark purple? Cobalt blue. That sounds good. Let's see. That is a bit more blue than purple. Okay, I don't know about this. This may not work out too well. Oh, right, you're supposed to start light. That's right. Shit. Ah, well. Too late now. Okay, we'll leave the boobs for the moment. Dark blue light? I don't know what that even means. Somebody online recommended that. Yeah, maybe that's a good idea, because, like, this is, like, I'm guessing where the actual lines are going to be. Okay, that hand looks shitty, but that's okay. many blues do I have? 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10. I got like 10, and then it starts to get iffy on whether or not it's a blue. And that's like 8 more than I need. You know, like dark blue and light blue will probably work for me. Oh, smudgy. So you know what she should do is apply more ink there. Okay. It's all right. Let's see here. So, what is this? Pale purple. Okay, let's start with that. That's like almost pink. God damn it. In that case, what was that? Dark blue, light. Sure. That was this one here. I like that. So we'll do that all over the place. Well, I've got them all lined up here, so like they're mostly in a reasonable order, but like I don't want to be spending all sorts of time like just going, I don't know what colors are, you know? Let's see, how do we do this? That's about right. What was this? Ultramarine? That seems more bluish. Ah, purpley. Nice. Okay. Oh, and shit, which one did I use before? That one, okay. Nope. I'm guessing this part gets less interesting when you realize the guy who's doing the coloring doesn't know shit about coloring. And is basically just trying this stuff out. And just yelling, what is an ultramarine? Is it similar to a colonial marine? Well, that's like the point of this. I finally know what some of the colors, actually, like the characters, actually look like for their colors. And okay, we need something very pale for the skin color. I feel like. What is that? Barely beige. That might work. Still kind of that. So I need something that's barely a color. That works. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Yeah, that goes there. All right, cool. As long as you guys are enjoying, I appreciate it. Well, I don't know. I mean, if you want to see Blood Force colored like this, then I guess I can. Sure, I can do that shit, but I don't know how many people want to see that where it's very, very loosely colored. Coal gray. Okay. Okay. I guess we gotta do some kind of light purple for the gem thing. What is this? Pale purple. So probably pink, right? Did we already decide that? Yeah. That's okay in this case. Looks fine. And there was a look before for the hair that was like almost green, like teal green kind of thing. Let me see here. I need something very pale to start with. Oh, it's definitely a 5-figure kind of deal. I think that's a little bit too bright still. What do we got? Hello, blue? What does that even mean? I don't want blue. I think I want like teal. Ice blue's an interesting decision. Ooh, way too dark. They're for coughing up those G's, man. I think no matter what I do here, it's going to be darker than I'd like. Turquoise green, and I want something a little bit lighter than that. Spectrum green. Hey. Spectrum green is very appropriate. We'll do that. Yeah, it's like, okay. You know what? I've never listened to a Bob Ross video, so I have no idea what he sounds like. Where'd you come from? Around there? Yeah. Okay, let's actually figure out this face here before we go and color it. I need that down here a little bit more. All right. I guess we can go purple for the lipstick, sure. If I can just... All right, it's a bit much. And I probably should have waited until it was... Pale salmon, I think that was the color. Yeah, that's the one. And I mean, I guess her eyebrows have got to be blue too, right? All right. Oh, we just no, two. I think that was the middle color. color are the energy crackles in? Purple or green? They got to be one or the other, right? Let's try the green. I have to keep reminding myself that these aren't like drawings, like finished drawings that I'm planning on posting anywhere, except maybe in the Discord. Because they're just there for templates. All right. I mean, you know, it's fun. Yeah, this is not something I will ever be showing off. It's just like, hey, you know, I do have an idea for what to do for costume colors if I can get this thing colored. Yeah, I think originally I was going more green because she was kind of based off of Silence from the late Youngblood days, but no, purple works well. This was a color a scheme that my brother came up with actually when he was just messing around. So, all right, that'll do for that, I think. So if we need to know what color Max Streamus is in future, now we know. Now I got to figure out some of the hard ones, like Popo and Shock Block. There's next to no reason to do Popo particularly because he's pretty much just black and white anyway. But like Fireburn and Hard, I have no idea what they look like in terms of the color scheme. So we'll just have to figure that out as we go. Thanks, Ali. I appreciate that. Hey! Just in time for me to leave. So yeah, I'm about to take off. So we decided to do another color design thing at the end of the page. I'll see if I can get the next one ready for whenever. That's the thing. At least these are pretty easy to come up with. They're pretty quick. Yeah, I know, right? It's weird. So I think that's a decent color scheme for Max Streamus. And she does look like just way more naked than I usually draw her. It's like, oh, that's all skin. Yes, it is. Yeah, it is. That was the point when I originally designed her. It's making fun of that shit. Oh. All right, so I'm a bounce, I think. Yeah. Here. Come on, finish your lines. The white skin might be I wanted it paler than this, but I don't have a paler. Like I do want it to have some kind of tinge to it. Doesn't necessarily have to be white skin, like like white people skin. This is just kind of like, let's see how that looks. Maybe a bit more bluish, or yeah, like pale, like alabaster kind of thing. Might be a way to go. I wonder if that. I was gonna say I wonder if that works with the purple, but that was kind of Diva's look, wasn't it? That is a good question. What are the shoulder pads attached to? Anyway, I'm gonna get some lunch. You feel free to debate that. Yeah, it was like pink and purple and yellow, I think, for Diva. Okay, we don't need you anymore. Thank you very much. All right. Right? Come on, it's not that hard. Yeah, you fasten them up. There's like Lego bits there that just like they just connect. I mean, I'm okay with doing it with. There are times when I think it is close to connecting to this, but not like depends on the angle. And who knows? I might get rid of the shoulder pads altogether at some point. We'll have to see how it goes. Oh, here. There should have been another thigh strap in there. Velcro, yeah, exactly. Oh man, that would be bad. Like she like they tied it. Yeah, okay, yeah, good. It's like she finally does sleep with somebody, and the shoulder pads stay on. It's like, are you taking those off? It's like, take what off? It's like, oh god, I think that killed my boner. All right. So I'm going to take off. You guys enjoy the rest of your weekend. Thanks for sticking around this long. Appreciate it. I'll see you in the Discord. And then again on Wednesday. I'm not sure what we're doing for the movie on Wednesday. What was the idea for that? Mars Attacks? We might figure something out in the last minute because that seemed like it was kind of up for debate. So we'll see how that goes. Well, I mean, her eyebrows are also green. So, you're allowed to speculate. I do not judge. See ya, hi. Thanks for sticking around. Yeah, and I'll see you guys later, and I'll take forever logging out of this thing. Boop. And okay.